Hey guys, today's lesson is all about intro to Unit 3, which is about parallel and perpendicular lines. Now I know a lot of you know what a parallel line is and what a perpendicular line is. Okay, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper into your knowledge today, and we're going to do some constructions. So you're going to need your compass, your protractor or a straight edge, and your piece of paper, and we're going to get started with today's lesson. Okay, so everyone get out your piece of paper and we're going to begin. So the first step we're going to do is draw a line. As well, you need to have another point on your paper. Anywhere is fine. We'll label that point P. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line through point P and the line that you have. Okay. The line could be of any different angle there, as well as the length doesn't matter as well. So draw anything you'd like. Now where it intersected down here, we'll call that Q. That's where we're going to put our compass's metal part, okay, on, and we're going to draw an arc. The arc could be of any size you want. But whatever size you do, whatever arc you do here, you need to do the same on point P. So do not change it and put it on point P. And now you have those two arcs. Now the next step we're going to do is make sure that our compass is the length of where these two arcs intersect at the first one. So you're going to take your compass and maneuver it so that it's exactly that length right there. So now I know it's that length. Okay, and I'm going to go over to where I had it intersect up here, put my metal part there, and then I'm going to draw an arc that intersects this one, and at that point of intersection, we'll call that R. That's where I'm going to draw my line through those 2 points. And now these two lines, we'll call this line 1 and line 2, they are now parallel. Now what do we know about parallel lines? We know they never touch. Okay, but how did we create them? We created by these two angles. We just copied these two angles here, made them congruent. So they should measure the same thing. I'm going to measure mine, and mine measures about 68 degrees. Okay, yours will measure something different, but whatever this is, this should measure the same thing. And mine measures again 68 degrees, as you can tell. So these are both 68 degrees here. And because they're congruent, those are called corresponding angles. This is a special relationship here. Okay, so if these corresponding angles are congruent, the lines will be parallel. Okay. Now you should also learn about this relationship here. We know these are called what kind of angles? That's right, vertical angles. And if this is 68, then this is also 68. And we know that they are forming a linear pair, these two angles right here, because it's a straight line, so that means they add up to 180. So if they add up to 180, this is 68, this has to be 112, and vertical angles makes this 112. Same thing follows down below. If this is 68, this will be 68, vertical angles, 112, linear pair, 112. So now we can dive into a little bit deeper. This chapter's really about these angle relationships here. These are corresponding angles because they're in the same position. Okay, on both lines, but that's only one pair. This is another pair, third pair, and the fourth pair. Second type of relationship is these angles that are on the outside of the two lines but opposite this line. These are called alternate exterior, and you should notice what's true about them. Yes, they're congruent. Another relationship you'll be learning about is the alternate interior. These are on the inside of the two lines and opposite this line. They're also congruent. And lastly, this relationship here, inside the two lines on the same side. What do you notice about these? Well, they're not congruent, obviously, but if you add them, they add up to a special number we call 180. So that means they are supplementary. Okay, so these are a key concept for this chapter, is knowing the relationships, those four relationships: corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, and consecutive interior angles. And they make sure that these lines are parallel. Okay, and we'll be diving deeper into that in future lessons. Hey guys, so that was a lesson on parallel lines. So I hope you got a great concept of what is important with parallel lines, of the angle relationships that are needed in order to form parallel lines. Okay, we're going to be diving deeper into that aspect later on in future lessons. Okay, and I want you to understand that parallel lines are very important to today's society. Okay, you can see the parallel lines are formed all around us. In this classroom, you should be able to notice parallel lines that are being formed. Okay, buildings that are created use parallel lines. So parallel lines are all around us, and it's really important for you to understand how they are created, okay, and formed, because it'll be an important part of your lesson this unit. Okay, so that was today's section on parallel lines, and we'll see you later.